Hello everyone and welcome back to Bacon. Also welcome back to the Cinderella phenomenon. Gonna continue on. We had a little bit of a confusion last time. Let's see, Jurian, if you don't come at me like you truly mean to stab me, you'll never land a hit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It has been about 2 weeks since I first saw Karma in the forest practicing with Garlen. I've come here every night since then, though I never stay as long as Karma since I actually have work to do in the mornings. Alright, here I come. Their two swords clash and Karma laughs as he throws Jurian back and taps her lightly on the shoulder with his sword. That makes 4 hits, and that one was easy. Is that the best you can do, Jurian? Notice that every time Karma practices with Jurian, he's in his Miss Karma disguise. He says this because of the curse, because he does not want Jurian to fall in love with him. Isn't he being over-dramatic? I doubt someone like Jurian would fall in love with Karma. Girl, it's a curse. I don't know if you've met curses. I don't know if you realize just how potent they are, but they're pretty strong stuff. Be subtle and quiet. Garlen tells me that you're usually good at that. I am, sir. Then why the exception today? Sir. Darling, it wouldn't happen to be because of the way I'm dressed, would it? Are you still not used to it? Hit the nail on the head, have I? It is not very chivalrous to hurt a lady, of course, but that logic applies to men as well. An enemy is an enemy, Jurian. Even if your enemy is a delicate flower like myself. Delicate flower. Jurian, you should hit him on the head for that. But princess, he is not delicate at all. Jurian laughs and I scowl at her. Is she laughing at me? You and Karma seem to get along. I doubt it. Oh, princess, you wound me. You always say that. I was just thinking that. You wound me where Jurian's blade cannot. Something flashes in Jurian's eyes as she readies her sword again. Oh, Karma stands ready as Jurian rushes at him with her sword. Oh, you burned her up with that one. Their swords clash again. I wonder. Karma, your back's open. Karma turns, Julian taps him on the shoulder and laughs aloud. I did it, a single hit. It looks like you have a weakness too, Karma. No, it wasn't a weakness. It was the lack of sleep catching up with me. Why did he listen to me? He told Garlen the other day that it was crucial to only listen and watch the most important things. He did! I think he's starting to like me. Alright, practice is over for now. I can see Garlen coming for his practice. Karma walks to a corner to have a drink. I should probably head back to the tavern soon, but there is something I want to see first. On our way out, Jurian gives a solemn nod to Garlen. She pauses to say something to him and then looks at me, noticing my vague curiosity. I was just mentioning what a good swordsman Karma is. I've seen him fight, and Karma is a good swordsman. There's no doubt about it. Yet, is practicing with him really so special? He is fast on his feet and quick with his reactions. He's an excellent person to train under, even better than most of the commanders in the palace. I can second that. You look like you belong in a gangster movie still. She looks like she kind of belongs here. You don't look like you belong here in this century. Did the doctor drop you off at some point? Even better than Ross. Remember him? The first commander we trained under, the one that punished slow learning with extra exercises. You always had to do more exercises than I did. Something about you being distracted? I was watching the way you swung your sword to make sure you didn't hurt yourself. You've always been overprotective. Well, They both suddenly stopped to look at Karma, who was smiling slyly on the side. Why does he have that look on his face? Probably for the same reason I have a similar look on my face. Well, that's a sign. We can't keep the commander waiting. Garlen shakes his head, his expression snapping back into something more serious. Right. The two exchange quick farewells before Jurian waves and steps out of the clearing, leaving Garlen with Karma. You're gonna adjust today. Are you two really so opposed to hurting me when I'm in a dress, or are you worried about ruining it? No. It's just so strange. You move so well even in a long dress. But yes, Jurian did mention almost stepping on it once. Impossible. I am the picture of elegance. Of course, sir. Karma shrugs Garland's comment off. The two ready their swords, then get right into practice. Durian takes over Garland's patrol now so that Garland can get in some practice time. So Garland, have you told Durian yet? No. The conversation that Karma always has with Garland is the real reason I stay behind to watch them practice. I just gotta know this tea. I don't understand why Garland answers Karma's question if doing so makes him so depressed. Will you ever say anything to her, Garland? Why don't you just confess to her already? Karma lands an easy hit on Garland, who sighs in response. Whenever Garland thinks about Durian, he gets distracted. I do not understand his feelings at all, but seeing him remain quiet frustrates me. Durian is talented and poised. I could never be good enough for her. Aww. You'll never win a woman's heart if you don't compliment her looks as well, Garland. Well, she's pretty too, beautiful, and then there's me. Oh, you cute little cinnamon roll! Aren't they both knights? Haven't they been trained together for a long time? Well, this one's pretty easy. I would probably say, like, I can see why you wouldn't tell her. I like that it's like either tell her or I can see why you wouldn't want to. To me, this is the obvious thing. Basically sympathize and be like, I can see why you wouldn't tell her. And then I would go into why he should. Oh, that was an insult. Ooh. I thought I was being sympathetic. Did I just insult him? Oh no, I'm so bad at people. Oh no. I think I chose wrong. Because she's better than me. No, because if you told her and she refused, then it would be difficult afterwards. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, I got scared. You understand, princess? Of course I understand. I am not stupid. No, I didn't mean it like that. Don't take offense, Garland. That's just the way she talks. The princess is a fragile flower with her petals always curved inward. What does that even mean? See, if it were Durian, she'd probably know, but I'm just as confused as you are. I don't think so. I don't think anyone understands half of the fluff Karma speaks. I just right! It's because I weave love and dedication to every single one of my words. There's a beauty in deciphering them. I'm gonna go ahead and save real fast, just in case. But enough idle chatter, sir. Let us continue our training! I end up staying longer than I intended. By the time I consider returning to the tavern, Garlen and Karma are wrapping up for the night. I have a question for Karma, so I wait until Garlen leaves before I approach him. You're still here, princess? Were you seeking out alone time with me by chance? I have enough of that every day when we run errands. I just have a question for you. You always come to the right person. What can I do for you, princess? You ask Garland the same question every time you train. He always tells you that he cannot confess. Karma nods in acknowledgement, but his attention is on his sword. He inspects it carefully before sheathing it. It frustrates me. You're frustrated? That look of his always annoys me. Oh my. It is annoying. Did you want to ask me why he won't confess because you're so frustrated? Yes. I suppose after almost 2 months, I do know you a bit better. You do not know anything about me, and I do not know anything about Karma either. Confessing isn't easy, dear Lucette. Surely you must realize that the possibility of rejection is a significant deterrent. But if you never ask, you never get an answer, and the stress of worrying stays with you and ruins everything. Why are you staring at me? Is that the reason you're so blunt, princess? Blunt? You're far more blunt than I am. Princess Lucette, you truly are amusing. You're as sharp as a knight's blade. I am not amusing. That is a matter of opinion, darling. He really is insufferable. Times like this, I'm reminded that I actually like Lucette to a certain degree. And yet I still come to him for advice. The scariest part of a confession is the possibility of rejection. Can you imagine loving someone and then finding out they don't feel the same way about you? My thoughts shift to the king. My chest tightens. Princess Lucette? Karma reaches out a hand to brush a strand of hair out of my face. Slap it away without realizing. He pulls his hand back with a gentle sigh. My apologies, princess. No, I cannot imagine. No? Loving someone and finding out they do not feel the same way. always knew my father never loved me. My understanding is different from what Karma is referring to. Besides, I no longer hold any love in my heart for the king. I have already given up hope on him. Right? It is a good thing you haven't experienced a rejected love, princess. It is one of the worst feelings. Karma asked to be alone, so I returned to the tavern by myself that night. He's pretty! McDonald's daddy! I do not know why I agreed to this when nothing changes. Today, I am once again out in town with Karma, running errands. Since we've been partners, he insists on me coming with him every day. Why do you need a new dress? Because a lady needs all kinds of dresses in her closet. Variety is key when you want to make a good impression. Why would you want to make a good impression on people in a disguise? A disguise is meant to conceal you. It does not exist to be flaunted. Oh no, darling. I only wear the disguise to stop the curse from working on people. It's not really meant to conceal anything but the fact that I am a man. Being doted on by a married woman or by a woman in love with another man is especially troubling. And see, I just can't see Rumpel as even giving a crap. He would just go with it. Is the curse really that powerful? Karma leads me over to the dress store and our conversation pauses when he goes to the store owner to give specifications for a new dress. And there's that Googe. Is that a Q? QJ? Son? Googe? I don't know. When we leave, Karma suggests going someplace to reward me for all my hard work. You're treating me? Why wouldn't I, darling? You've been helping me for a while now. What is this feeling? Gratitude? Karma does owe me for everything that I've done for him, so why do I feel like this? You know, it would be much easier for you to just help me carry bags. Technically, you chose to do those things, so he doesn't owe you crap, but from her perspective, he does because that's what she was taught was necessary. You do things in exchange for things. Poor baby. Mind you, that doesn't make it okay. I'd still be like, you chose to do those things, honey. Over there, let's buy one of those cupcakes. Karma cuts through my suggestion easily. Does he really dislike work so much that he'd rather pay me off for helping him? Garlen takes me to a stand showcasing all kinds of cupcakes. There are some with colored frosting, others with fancy decorations. And now that I think about it, Lucette doesn't have room to say crap. Because you know if they had switched places, she would 100% rather just pay him back than help him out. If even that. Some are especially eye-catching, like a bright blue cupcake decorated with little stars. Then catch your fancy, ladies. All of them, actually. Alas, I do not think eating them all would be good for my diet. What do you think, princess? We'll share one. I turn back to the cupcakes, which I realize are big enough to share between two people. I'm choosing one for myself, or one that Chroma would like. I guess he is treating me, but... 2 cupcakes catch my eyes. One has a tiny little creature sitting on the top of the frosting. It seems to be a little lizard of sorts. Though it is strange, the colors remind me of Karma's dress. It's a McDonald's cupcake. The other cupcake is decorated with little white chocolate pearls. These pearls are small and somehow cute. Karma might like the other cupcake? Oh, so it's between those two? Which would you like, Lucette? Can't believe my love life depends on a cupcake right now. Well, it's already indicated that he's gonna want that one, so we're gonna go with that one. I'll have that one. The one with the... Oh my, is that a chameleon? A chameleon? It is a chameleon. Oh, that's adorable. Sir will take one of those. I was thinking he'd like it for the colors, not the chameleon. Whatever that is. I did it correct! Let's go enjoy this somewhere else, shall we? I did it good. Gummy. Karma leads me to the middle of the plaza and 2 of us find a table. He walks off to get a fork and a knife before returning and handing a set to me. Do you really need a knife and fork to eat a cupcake? So before we got your dress and you distracted me with cupcakes, we were talking about your curse. Were we? It's not an interesting topic. I was glad that we had gotten off that tangent, to be honest. Why don't you want to talk about it? You have your secrets just as I do, princess. But the whole point of pairing up is to help each other with our curses. Princess, you want to help me? it is necessary that I help him so he can help me. I haven't made any progress helping you, though. You said you would provide me with opportunities. I'm not very good at that, am I? I'm sorry, Princess. I don't think I've done anything for you either. But Princess, you've been helping me the last few weeks, whether or not it's an obligation. You still are good company. Good company? No one's ever told me that before. They only chide me for being difficult to speak with. It is cute! It's a cute little baby! Karma starts cutting the cupcake, his knife sliding through frosting and cake with ease. I've definitely never seen such refined manners for a simple dessert. What was your life like before the curse, Princess? He does make a beautiful woman. He makes a beautiful everybody. I have no need to tell you all any of that. No, it's not necessary, but I am curious. Would I be doing a good deed in telling him? I don't think so. How about we trade off fact for fact? You give me a story today, and I'll give you one tomorrow. What makes you think I'm interested in your life? Well, you do keep asking me about my curse. Only because we are working on breaking our curses. Okay. Then we won't talk about the past or any secrets. We can talk about this cupcake instead. What? Always insist on changing the topic. Karma cuts the chameleon on top in half. I notice that he gives himself the head, which is a lot cuter, while I get stuck with the tail. Chameleons are little lizards that can blend into their surroundings. Is he willing to go this far to avoid the subject? When I was a child, my father used to call me a chameleon. What? I hid a lot to avoid responsibilities. Oftentimes no one could find me, not my father nor the servants. If he had servants, then that makes him a noble? What gave you the first impression? One day I was out searching for a mythical creature in our garden, and I came upon the chameleon. It was this small, silly little lizard, and I'd only found it because I was looking for something fantastic. The lizard on the cupcake does not seem all that fantastic. My father explained what it was to me, and then he started calling me his silly little chameleon. That's so cute! It was ridiculous, but he said I was always very good at hiding, and so it suited me. What is it, Princess? Seems like you're so good at hiding. You hide behind your disguise and keep many secrets. I suppose I'm still a chameleon then. I don't think that nickname makes any sense. Sometimes they don't have to. Nicknames don't have to make sense to be endearing, Princess. And adorable! Can we please just get back to the subject at hand? Yes, this cupcake. If you insist on sharing a story for a story, then I will tell you something about me. Oh? You didn't seem to want to share. I normally do not see any reason for sharing things about my past, no. Mother once told me that to confide in someone else was a weakness. More than that, I was always worried that others would judge me. No one has ever wanted to listen to me. I know about others' opinions of me to know that they think I am the one at fault. I know enough about always. I wouldn't judge you, Princess. I wouldn't judge you for not wanting to say anything to me. I divulged nothing to you after all. A story for a story. That is the deal, right? I expect you to keep it. Or rather, a fact for a fact. It is not like I have to tell him everything, just something about myself. I will tell you about my life at the palace. It's as if it's a secret, though I doubt Karma would understand. Ever since Mother died, the palace has been a cold place. Why the surprise? Is it because you see Emmeline and Rod and assume we are all one big happy family? I do have to admit that Princess Emmeline seems quite gentle. Prince Rod is quiet, but he seems like an honorable man. When I saw you and the princess at the dress store, Princess Emmeline seemed very nice, is she not? Her kindness is fragile at best. She tries far too hard for it to be genuine. Her insistence is irritating. I have never wanted to be friends with her. The king took a second wife after my mother died, as if she never mattered to him. Karma is silent and I continue to talk, my emotions loosening my tongue. I actually started reading that in my brain first, and I was like, oh, good stuff coming. And I forgot I was supposed to be reading it aloud. I meant to stop there, but the words keep coming. The only one who ever showed me any affection in the palace was Mother. The king never paid much attention to me in the first place, but he treats Rod and Emmeline far better than he has ever treated me. What was your mother like? All of my fondest memories are of her. She was always with me in the palace, teaching me right from wrong. She taught me how to not show weakness, who to speak with. Who to speak with? Needless conversation is useless. People are often very likely to lead you astray. That was the reason I never saw any reason to speak with the townsfolk. Will you judge me as everyone else does? No, princess, I'm not judging you. I'm just a little sad. Sad? Why would he be sad? Sounds like you lived an empty life. It was not an empty life. But it sounds as if your mother separated you from everyone. It wasn't as if the townsfolk would have accepted me anyway. Mother said they were not to be trusted. Princess, about your mother, I will not hear you speak ill of mother. No, I only had a question about your mother. Karma coughs, and I pause to stare at him as he clears his throat. What is it? This... Oh gods. Hear the change immediately. His voice is lower, far lower. The soft gentleness gone. Karma puts a hand to his throat and grumbles. Karma's voice is teetering on the edge of sounding unmistakably male. I've always wondered how he's able to change his voice, but I always forget to ask him about it. What happened to your voice? Oh, it's Miss Karma. Trying to see a young market girl approaching us. She looks at Karma adoringly. I've always wanted to speak with you, Miss Karma, ever since you complimented my dress that one time in the dress store. Your dress is lovely today as always, Miss Karma. Karma? Miss Karma, are you okay? I am quite fine. I cannot help but giggle as the girl takes a step back, looking shocked by Karma's now deep voice, which will continue to sound the same because I am not a good voice actor. Karma curses again his deep voice before forcing a bright smile on his face. Excuse me, I am feeling under the weather. I noticed that he is trying to change the pitch of his voice, but the highness is only annoying rather than soothing now. Oh, I'm sorry. Karma turns to me urgently, but I am too amused to offer any sort of assistance. What is it, Miss Karma? Oh. I'm gonna go right into it. He obviously wants to sleep, but I cannot help myself. Miss Karma, I do wish you would say something. At the very least, you should thank this girl for her compliment. Oh no, it's quite alright. Come on, Karma, you're usually the most charming person on these streets. Thank you? He sounds like he's dying now. Can I help but start laughing again? The small annoyance on Karma's face seems to dissipate completely. Leaving. He takes my hand and curtsies politely to the girl as he pulls me away. I think that was the wrong... I don't care, that was cute. Karma, you sound sick. It's run out. Run out? The potion the parfait makes for me. I must have talked too much. You talked too much? Karma puts a finger to his lips as we stroll through town. He shakes his head, making it clear that he won't speak to me until later. Was that the wrong decision? I don't see a little crystal thing. Oh no. I think I made the right decision. We're gonna find out. When we arrive at the tavern, it is already dark. Karma pauses and turns to look at me. What? You have a nice smile, Princess Lucette. Always with the smiles. I'm glad I could make you laugh. Well, of course I laughed. You sounded ridiculous. It's worth sounding ridiculous just to see you smile. I'm not even annoyed by that. I'm just like, oh, that's cute. That was cute. You and Rumple really are the same. There's a difference. Rumple has no freaking boundaries. The comment doesn't faze him. He smiles widely as he leaves for his room. And Rumple would have taken that inch and gone a whole freaking mile with it. You freaking know he would. I'm glad I could make you laugh. I cannot get those words out of my head even though I'm supposed to be resting for the night. I think I should go see if Karma's practicing with Durian or Garlen. I leave my room and go down to the reception room. Delora and Parfait let me go to the forest at night alone now, since they know that I am meeting up with Karma. Parfait is in the reception room tonight, reading a book. I was always told reading in the dark was bad for your eyes. Oh, princess. I didn't see you. Making her sound all sinister. I noticed that she's closed the book and I can now read the cover. She's reading Cinderella. That's my fairy tale curse. The Great War was caused by the fairy tales, right? Yes, that's right. and yet you were reading one. The curses are based off of those fairy tales after all. But why are you reading Cinderella? My curse isn't anything like the fairy tale, it's reversed. True, but the morals remain the same. In order to become Cinderella, you must be good like her. Cinderella had everything handed to her by a fairy godmother. I had everything taken away. Princess, have you truly had everything taken away from you? Compared to what I used to have, what I have now might as well be nothing. You have friendships and people who enjoy your company. No one in this tavern enjoys my company. Are you sure about that, princess? I think you just have difficulty trusting that we all like you. Like me? Why would you like me? You're freaking amusing. You've become like family here. I haven't been here that long. It doesn't matter. Everyone here at the Marchen is family. You were saying that everyone at the Marchen is like family. Princess, you're one of my boarders. You're more than just a regular here. You live here with us. Like I said, you're family. I speak more with the people here than I have ever spoken to my own family. In the palace, I was always alone. The only person I could speak with was Fritz. Are you going to watch Karma practice? I nodded in response. Be safe, princess. As I head to the door, I recall what happened earlier today. Parfait, what is this potion you made for Karma? You mean the potion I make to change his voice? He begged me to help him when he first designed his disguise. Karma makes a beautiful woman, but he didn't think the illusion would be complete without a convincing voice. You know how picky he is. Something else on your mind, princess? Karma hides his curse, but you must know the conditions for breaking it, don't you? Parfait does not answer. Or are you also keeping it a secret? Princess Lucette, not everyone likes to talk about their curse. I think it would be better if you asked Karma directly. I just don't understand why he won't tell me everything when I'm trying to help him. It takes trust, bro. You won't tell him everything. Just as you think your good deeds are difficult, there's also something about Karma's curse that he can't come to terms with. I put my hand to the necklace around my neck. I still haven't performed any good deeds. Can I really do this? I am going now. I walk out the front door and into the forest. I decide not to think about all of this, at least not until later. I wish this was all simpler, and that Karma wasn't cloaked in so many secrets. Mother, I went to town today. Oh, I told you not to go into town. Did your father take you? He told me that it would be fun. And was it? No. Everyone looked really angry at me, but I don't know why. I've told you before, haven't I, dearest one? The townsfolk are jealous of you. Jealous? They are bitter about their lot in life. Because of that, they will seek to use you for your status. You cannot trust them, Lucette. You cannot trust anyone but me. Trusting others will only lead to heartbreak, Lucette. You need only trust me because I will never hurt you. Crap-a-doodle. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and end things here then. Once again, thank you all for joining me. I am Bacon, and this so far has been the Cinderella phenomenon. I'm actually still enjoying this game a lot more than I was expecting, again, despite complaints. Now, if you liked the video, feel free to like the video, share, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. And I think I'm losing my voice at this point. I've been playing this for too long, so I'm going to go take a break, let my voice rest, get something to drink, etc. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!